he will not necessarily be the centerpiece of his team. But that's what Anthony Tucker is for the Macau Black Bears, and you'll see it in the numbers that he produced.
This is the regular starting lineup for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Now I was talking to Coach Jimmy Alapag before the game. He may give Kayla Chongson a little bit of a defensive assignment against the man in the middle right here, Anthony Tucker. And this is going to be Nathan Yu, Lai Katong, Mike McKinney, and Ryan Watkins joining Tucker here. So it's going to be interesting. Former teammates at the Chongson Kung Fu will be going at it later on.
I was actually there when Macau Black Bears were hosted by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in their previous game. That was back in January 18, where San Miguel Alab Pilipinas took a 106-99 win. And Chongson was already manning Tucker. In fact, taking him full court. And Chongson, whenever he had the chance to, he would tell Anthony Tucker, "You're too small for me."
Yeah.
But of course, Tucker would find ways to just make it difficult for Chongson and Alab Pilipinas.
Well, here's PJ Ramos. The first attempt of the game is good for the 7'3" Puerto Rican. So San Miguel Alab Pilipinas on the board first. You can see the extended defense here already by Kalen Chongson on Anthony Tucker.
Chongson will make it very difficult because of his size over Anthony Tucker. But Watkins, that's a big, big plus for the Black Bears if he can draw the defense of Ramos out into the three-point arc.
Oh, he hit a couple of those yesterday against the Wolf Warriors. That was a big performance, a double-double through 3 quarters for Ryan Watkins in that one at 17 and 10. Here's Ramos dishing it over to the weak side. And attacking from the top is Balkman. This zone defense is not moving for the Macau Black Bears, and successful that time. And here comes Anthony Tucker into the front court. Tucker needs to get warmed up early. How about Watkins trying another 3?
That's good. If he made that first shot, you really have to try and get in a rhythm from downtown if there's a big man on the other side like PJ Ramos.
Posting up right now is Balkman on the right side. Single coverage given by Lai Katong. Balkman likes this. Balkman, it will not count, traveling on Ronaldo Balkman.
But did you see how San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, the moment they got that ball in the post with Ronaldo Balkman, they just gave him all the space he needed.
Right.
It was just the recognition of McKinney seeing what Alab was trying to do. That's why he did not follow his man to the other corner, instead helping.
And it's very difficult to keep posting up if they're going up against his own defense. So Balkman getting some respect there as well, but he did turn it over. Here's Watkins now in the post against Ramos. Watkins on the turnaround. Ramos all over him, but he still gets it to go on the fall away.
Very impressive move from Watkins. Balkman, or Ramos rather, already gave a bump trying to derail the path of Watkins, but he turned around and hit that J.
And Ryan Watkins owns all the points in this game so far for the Macau Black Bears. It is 5-2, and he also gets a steal. So good playing of the passing lanes that time for Watkins. Here's Mike McKinney. McKinney putting on the moves on Balkman, and he scores.
So many moves in the pocket of Mike McKinney. Brings out an amazing one.
And that lob pass went nowhere quickly from Ethan Alvano. 7-2 for Macau. And they're just running their offense the way they want it right now. McKinney coming off a 28-point game, fouled from behind by Ethan Alvano.
Oh, you see what San Miguel Alab Pilipinas is trying to do on offense. Dump the ball down low. The reason for that, the last time these two teams faced, they outscored the Black Bears in the paint. 70-24. That was where their advantage was. Now, I'm not sure why Ethan Alvano is complaining there on that replay.
Yeah, that was a really obvious foul. Mike McKinney, as we mentioned, coming off 28 points. Actually, even grabbed player of the game honors yesterday from his teammate. As you take a look at Coach Jimmy Alapag, Anthony Tucker, who missed a triple-double by only 3 rebounds, but it was the brilliance at the onset for Mike McKinney that got the job done early for the Macau Black Bears against the Wolf Warriors.
Well, they limited the Wolf Warriors to just 27 points in the first half. In that same period, Mike McKinney already had 19 markers.
Right. Another turnover here against the defending champions. Here's Nathan Yu bringing it up. McKinney attacking. McKinney hang time, and he draws another foul, and back to the free throw line he goes.
Now, something needs to change here for Alab Pilipinas. Teammates starting to argue, and that reason is they've been turning the ball over way too much. That's the only reason why the Macau Black Bears are pulling away. And you've mentioned this before. You cannot turn the ball over against the Black Bears. They're so good at capitalizing on the errors of opponents.
And they bring in the fireball now. Jimmy Alapag now fielding in. Josh Urbistondo, the veteran, early in this game to man the point guard chores.
And he's celebrating his birthday, by the way.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday. Yeah,
the Fireball.
The Fireball is getting vintage. 2 for 2 that time for Mike McKinney. 10-2, an 8-point lead now for the Macau Black Bears. There's Caleb Tiongson feeding the post again to PJ Ramos. Single coverage being given by Ryan Watkins. Double team arrives late. And Ramos bothered that time by Ryan Watkins.
All Ryan Watkins did was stay in front of PJ and have his hands up.
Well, he's given up a lot of inches. 7-3 against 6-9. 9 to shoot for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And it's poked away again, but recovered by Ray Parks. 3 to shoot. Parks moving left. Parks 1 to shoot. Does he get it off in time? He does, but it doesn't go. And Watkins there to secure.
I think that's a good move still for Ray Parks. Good decision to try and go one-on-one that time because they're starting to get predictable, trying to get that ball down low.
Here's the try by McKinney, and even Ray Parks can't stay in front of him. This will be the 3rd trip to the line for Mike McKinney, staying aggressive after what he did yesterday against the Wolf Warriors. And we're going to have an early timeout here by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, but Mike McKinney getting it done so far for the Macau Black Bears. 10-point lead for the home team. We'll be right back. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has turned the ball over 4 times already today, and those led directly to points by the Macau Black Bears. Mike McKinney on the firing end of most of those.
It's already a 10-point lead for Macau, and the reason there's 2 reasons for that. Number one, what you said, the 4 turnovers. That's an average of almost 1 per minute of the game.
Yeah.
And San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, because of those errors, they've only been able to take 4 attempts in 3.5 minutes into this ball game. And what's worse is out of those 4 attempts, only have made 1.
That's right. And Mike McKinney has been automatic at the line so far. And he's already picked up a total of 8 points in this game. So once again, he's outscoring the opposition all by himself. Can that continue? We'll find out right now on this offensive coming from Ray Parks, who blows the layup, and Balkman gets it to go, plus the foul.
And that is the great adjustment from Coach Jimmy Alapag. He still took the ball to the wing and made it look like they were going to try and make that entry pass. Instead, staggered screens were set for Ray Parks. Just did not get that layup, but hey, something good still happened out of that possession.
And Ronaldo Balkman, not really the tallest guy on the floor, but probably the most tenacious rebounder. Of course, Ryan Watkins may have something to say about that. 13-4 in favor of Macau. This is the first attempt for Anthony Tucker, and it is a challenge 3, and he gets it to go.
It is a move that Tucker has pulled out of his bag so many times this season already, and it certainly looks easier whenever it's Tucker doing it or trying to get that fall-away 3.
He had a man in his face that time. Now the biggest lead of the game for the Black Bears, 12 points, 16-4. Remember that San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, all of their losses have come on the road. And for the Macau Black Bears, they've only lost twice in this building. So here is PJ Ramos getting it out to Ray Parks. Parks on the attack. Parks on the sidestep. Used his talent that time.
Ray Parks also recently celebrated his birthday.
Yeah.
And he will be a big factor in this game, especially because it looks like Macau really prepared for Bogman and Ramos.
And here is, again, Anthony Tucker. He gets that first step. If there's no help defense, he's gone.
Well, we knew that Macau will try to outscore Alab Pilipinas, but their defense also making it difficult for the Filipinos to get points.
Ramos for 3. No. And only 1 and done once again for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Here's Anthony Tucker going cross-court this time. Lai Katong on the drive, challenging PJ Ramos for the layup. Lai Katong now giving that one. Giving them a 14-point lead and away from play. Check that. That was not Lai Katong. That was actually
Chan Jong Chan.
Yeah. Tian Jong Tian, and he is going to be called for his first foul. Little action between him and Ronaldo Balkman, and they hug.
Oh, Chan. Well, it was a good move from Balkman. He pretty much drew that foul.
Oh, Balkman lobs it up. Loose ball recovery here for Anthony Tucker. Tucker taking it strong and taking it all the way. He is 3 for 3 to begin this game.
You know what we're seeing here? There are times like Balkman, that was a good shot for him, but the shot before, it looked like he was attacking to draw a foul. As for Macau, you see them, they're attacking to score, and that's why when they get buckets and there's a foul, they still usually complete the three-point play, as Kyung-son took the legs out of McKinney that time, trying to dive for that loose ball.
And that will be number 2 on Kalen Kyung-son.
You know, even when he was teammates with McKinney and Tucker back with the Kyung-son Kung Fu, that was a knock on the game of Kalen. He would usually get in foul trouble early.
He's guarding one of the best players in the league right now, and Anthony Tucker. They move the ball around once again to Mike McKinney. McKinney on the drive. McKinney over PJ. Rebound picked up by Tian. Tian gets it out to McKinney once again. 9 to shoot now for the Black Bears. Tian Zhongqian passes up on the attempt. McKinney will not pass this one up, but he will miss. And Ramos bothered that time by Watkins, and they say San Miguel Alab Pilipinas basketball.
I'm just noticing PJ Ramos, he's not as mobile as we're used to seeing him. He kind of struggled to get that loose ball that was, I would say, right in front of him already. We'll see if he gets loosened up as this game goes on, as Kyung-son limps back to his bench. May have gotten hit on his hamstring. Hopefully nothing serious.
Lawrence Domingo is in relief as we come up on 4 minutes to go here in the first. 22-8 Macau against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Another solo effort there by Bachman. Looks like he's shaken up. Into the front court. Tucker leaving it for McKinney.
I thought he was going to slam that home, instead going with the finesse finish.
And Bachman is still out of play right now. Looks like he got poked in the eye. Parks getting it over to Orbistondo. Ramos thinking about the three. Getting it now to Bachman on the post against Tucker. Tucker strips him. And the loose ball, still loose. Picked up by Ramos, but they're going to call a backcourt violation on San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. The defense of Macau has been very, very feisty.
The Macau Black Bears, they usually give up 99 points per game to opponents, but look at how they've limited no less than the defending champions to just 8 points in 6.5 minutes of action already. Sure, you know, Alab has committed unforced turnovers, but it has been the defense as well as the offense of the Macau Black Bears that have dictated this first period.
And Jiang Zhongqiang playing his only his third game in the Macau Black Bears uniform, knocking that three-pointer down. This is the largest lead of the game, 27-8. But Ronaldo Bachman's going to manufacture free throws. As we see it again, he gets good position that time, Jet.
That's what you can expect from Bachman. Whenever Alab is in need of something that can wake the team up, already down by 19 points, they will go to Ronaldo Bachman.
Now you have to remember, against the Wolf Warriors in Zhuhai, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas also had an 11-point first quarter, but went on to win that game. So sometimes they do start slow, but you're up against a team that could be playoff bound already.
You're right. You know, against some teams, particularly those who are seated in the lower half of the team standings right now, you can afford slow starts. But at this point, late in the elimination round already, I think, Noel, the contenders have separated themselves from the pretenders. And obviously, the Macau Black Bears part of that upper half.
And here's another looper coming from Anthony Tucker. 4 for 4 from the field. And now gives a 20-point lead to the Macau Black Bears. Parks for 3. Can't get it to go. Watkins cleans it up again. Boy, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas offense is missing here in the first.
No doubt about that. That's their third miss in as many attempts from downtown. McKinney, however, misses too.
And here comes Parks into the front court. Nice pass to Bachman. And again, the active hands of Anthony Tucker forcing the turnover. Tucker sees an opening. Finds Nathan Yu for 3. Bucket!
Nathan Yu, in their last game against Alab Pilipinas, he scored 20 points, knocked down 6 3-pointers.
He loves playing against Alab, that's for sure. A miss by Domingo, and there's going to be a foul. And that is going to mean free throws. Both teams already in the penalty with 2:01 remaining in the first.
Well, I think we're also seeing here home court advantage really favoring the Macau Black Bears.
Yeah.
This is the gym where they hold their practices, and they are very familiar with it. Now, we tried dribbling a basketball here earlier,
Yeah.
and you can feel that, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think the ball bounces a little softer compared to other courts, but, you know, it is the situation, and these are professional basketball players. They know how to adjust, and right now the Macau Black Bears just off to an excellent start over the defending champions.
Well, you know, I talked to Coach Jimmy Alab earlier, and he was saying that the depth perception of this place is completely different. A high ceiling, 3 walls around, as a little action there between Tucker and Balkman does not continue. It's going to be on Watkins.
I don't think I've seen San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in this kind of a hole ever in this season. Looks like the foul is going to be on Watkins.
Yeah.
That bump happened before Balkman was, well, Tucker, all he tried to do was cushion the fall of Ronaldo Balkman. Look at the struggles of Alab. They are currently 4 for 13 from the field.
Wow.
0 for 3 from downtown, and now 1 of 4 from the free throw line.
So everything has gone south as Balkman cleans up the rim before that one drops in. 23-point lead for the Black Bears, 33-10 against the defending champion, the #1 in the positions of the team standings. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas is McKinney. Drops another one down.
I thought many fans here inside the stadium thought that that was a good defensive play from Parks. He already made it difficult for McKinney, but Mike McKinney just so talented as a scorer.
He's still outscoring Alab right now as we see this drive by Lawrence Domingo.
When you're down by this big in the first quarter, that's exactly what you have to do. You just have to stay aggressive, keep attacking, and really, I know it's easier said than done, but don't mind the score. Just try to get as many stops as you can, as many points up on that board, and hope that, you know, come maybe halftime or by the third quarter, you're already back in the game.
Well, Lawrence Domingo, his adventures from the free throw line continues. Missing 2 that time, 35-10. Boy, the Macau Black Bears all over San Miguel Alab Pilipinas here. Watkins at the post. Broken up by Urbistondo, taken away by Pau Vilona, seeing his first action. But another steal, and there goes Derek King. More free throws coming up for the Black Bears. Active hands this time from Ryan Watkins.
Alab Pilipinas, they only give up 78 points per game. That's already in the 19 games that they have played this season.
Yeah.
But look, with a minute and 11 remaining in the first quarter, the Macau Black Bears can get to 37 points already. That's almost half of that 78 opponent points that Alab averages.
They can actually hit 40 at the rate they're going. That's still a lot of time. And Derek King, one of the most talented shooters on the squad, knocks down both free throws. 27-point advantage for the Macau Black Bears against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. As we come up on the final minute of the first. Domingo swings it to the other side. Urbistondo, the birthday boy, still no shot today. Urbistondo on the spin. And they're going to call a foul. Looks like it could go against Liu.
Once again, you know, stay aggressive. Try to get anything going for your team because, well, nothing is working right now. So what Alab can do is experiment, really. Try out all the different formulas available and hope that one of those, get them back in this game.
Josh Urbistondo at the free throw line. This could calibrate his gun early. We know that Josh, in all the games he has played here in the ABL, has knocked down at least 1 3-pointer.
Yeah.
In his entire ABL career. His second season with San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, missing on the second free throw. Battle for the rebound. McKinney somehow stays inbounds. And here come the Black Bears once again. 37-11. Watkins getting position on Brandon Rosser, who's seeing his first action, and Rosser's going to send him to the line.
You know what Balkman is complaining about right now is he thought that referee who called that foul had the wrong angle to that play. You see the foul was on that swipe, and it was the referee in the back that whistled that foul. Now I'm not entirely familiar because these referees, whenever they're on the court, it's always a three-man team for them.
Yeah.
And they are responsible for certain areas and angles on the floor. And that's, of course, is what our technical committee always makes sure that our officials, at games, generally are officiated fairly in the best possible way.
Mike McKinney's going to take a small breather right now, 38-11. Yes, we are still in the first. Here is Orbistondo. Balkman providing the pick. Pick and roll comes late. It's a pick and pop for Balkman. 4 on the shot clock. Balkman attacks. Gets it over to the far ball. Orbistondo on the fake. Orbistondo swatted away. That time by Liu. And here comes Anthony Tucker. They could have the last shot of this first period. Three-pointer, not there. And Watkins can't track it down, but the ball will stay with the Black Bears.
Let me go back real quick to that offensive scheme by ABs Pilipinas. They were very hesitant, and that is because of the stellar defense that the Black Bears have played on them this entire first quarter.
And the Macau Black Bears are going to use the timeout to diagram something with 4.7 remaining in the first quarter. 38-11 Macau. Contrasting pictures we saw in that last huddle for the Macau Black Bears. They were so calm and collected, and Coach Jimmy Alab for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas already threw down his playboard in disgust on what he's seeing from his wards here in the first. And we're not yet done. We still got 4.7 remaining in the first. Tucker on the inbound. McKinney back in the game. McKinney penetrates. McKinney lost the ball, and that's going to do it for the first 10 minutes of action, with the Macau Black Bears surprising the defending champion San Miguel Alab Pilipinas up by 27 points, 38-11. Second quarter when we return.